continuance. He requested a continuance to like September 25th or some very specific date on the okay, I mean, I sent in an objection saying this is going on long enough.
Getting the child, so the victim is losing the child.
Yeah. I've included that citation for that in my testimony.
Unfortunately, we don't have that testimony.
Oh, we don't have the testimony?
She's apparently emailed it in, but it didn't. It's not in our packet of the written testimony, which we've been provided for just now, but we'll get it. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stevenson.
Can I raise a question from the audience?
Very briefly, what's your question?
The question is, since we're not breaking, can we somehow find the order? Because what if the person steps out and loses their spot?
Let me read the next 5 names.
Okay.
Pedro Garcia, Diane Hart, Justine Rakish-Kelly, Peter Nisita, and Michael Nowacki. So if you're not within the next 5 names, you have at least 15 minutes to step out. Mr. Garcia. Good afternoon, Mr. Garcia.
Good afternoon. My name is Pedro Garcia III. I have no background in law, so please forgive my lack of legal knowledge. The first thing I wish to do is advocate for the state's adoption to presume that shared custody is in the best interest of a minor child and the upbringing of a child unless evidence shows in said interest against such an action. Unless a guardian has knowledge or evidence contrary to the belief that both guardians are capable of raising a child by providing for and instilling morals and values, then the state should adopt a starting point of shared custody. My second comment is to beg the task force to use the resources at their disposal to not decide whether or not an institution capable of corruption should be allowed to continue to sway decisions and or prolong the rulings of the court. The guardian ad litem only convolutes a system that is already in disarray and needs reform of its own. October 6, 2009 marked the end of a year-long pursuit to gain custody of my son, Pedro Garcia IV. I sought full custody on the grounds that I was better suited to instill moral values and provide for him. Roughly 2 months before that date, my ex-wife and I were in the office of Michael Del Santo of Meriden Family Court. He asked me if I had started another relationship since the dissolution of the marriage, to which I did disclose that I was, in fact, seeing someone. He turned to my ex-wife and asked the same, to which she adamantly claimed she was not. I had prior knowledge that she was not only involved with someone, but had moved him into the 2-bedroom apartment she shared with my son and 3 other children. I told Mr. Del Santo that she had been lying and begged him to use his resources to find out the truth. My stance of being better suited to instill morality could have been confirmed had Mr. Del Santo and the state chose to investigate my claim of perjury. Instead, I was told, "Pedro, you sound like a jealous ex-husband." October 6, 2009, I received a phone call at work to rush to the hospital. My ex-wife's stepfather met me at the entrance of the emergency room and informed me my son was dead. It was later confirmed he was murdered by the very person Mr. Del Santo claimed I was jealous of. And I apologize if I'm using this forum out of context, but it's only because I feel strongly that the reform should not be focused on the guardian ad litem, but on the practices of family court and its officers. Please bear in mind there are other state-run organizations that can do the job of the guardian ad litem in determining what is best for the child without the possibility of corruption for financial gain. Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming before us and sharing that very difficult story. Are there any questions from the task force? Thank you so much. Thank you for waiting, and thank you for telling us your story. Next.